Hey, welcome everybody, and it's really nice to kind of be back. I was out of here last week, and this missing a week every now and again, it makes me it gives me the twitches a little bit. I'm not sure that I like not being in here on Thursdays. Hey, just so you guys know, today we're gonna talk about the last couple weeks. We're gonna kind of catch up a little bit on stuff that's been going on, and got a few little announcements, and then got to drop a there's a secret giveaway that's getting ready to happen here shortly. Officially, the entries for it shut down here in about 2 minutes. So, and if you don't know what it was, then obviously you won't be in it this week, but that's okay. I did it for fun just to see who was paying attention, and I got it knocked out there, but it's already pre done. I'm going to go through today and welcome everybody in the chat because I just get a kick out of who's here early. And the first one today was Tin Man. Willie was in the house at 8:18. I couldn't believe that somebody was in here that early. Puppet says a Grossi raid. I got to get to that one in a little bit. That's hilarious. Metal Detecting Randy was right behind him. I did see in the chat a little bit ago that Randy said he's finally free of the COVID bug. Congratulations on making it through, my brother. You know what? Some people just can't get rid of it. So I'm glad to hear you're feeling better and ready to rock. Let's see. Steve at Starry's Lost and Found. One of the best guys in this community. I no doubt, hands down, by far one of the best guys. I just a joy every time I see his name. It makes me smile. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter Robert's in the house. What's up, my friend? And Robert, just so you guys know, is involved in tonight's giveaway. Alley Cat Tim, my son that's older than me, much love. They have Hard Rock Cafe in Germany. I guess that's part of a conversation. Gnarly's in the house. Jesse, what's up, my brother? Nice to see you. The man, the myth, the legend found the One Ring. He stole it from the Hobbit. Jesse beat up some little Hobbit for a ring in a park. I think that's how that happened. But definitely a great guy. Channel is absolutely blown up this year. Has had a lot of fun being part of our gang. Much love to Jesse and his fam. Ficus and Toast. What's going on, Ficus and Toast? Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Annette Essman. Annette, would you like moderator status? I see that you are gray, and I'm not really good with that. So I'm not sure if you're a creator or you're just somebody that likes to hang out amongst the community. But I'm going to drop you some status here as soon as I find your name in chat. There you go. Didn't see, there it is right there. I'm going to make you a moderator just so you can post in here. I definitely, in that way, I know you've been here. That's the main thing I do. See it my way one, Mr. Shane. We are officially past 9 o'clock, so entries for the other giveaway have passed. My giveaway was not fair to him because he couldn't see what needed to be seen in the video to figure it out. So I apologize for excluding him in a sense, but he couldn't have read he wouldn't have seen the text either. So, but Shane, you know what? I ought to just give you an honorary entry since I know you were there and you saw it. But yeah, I did a little cheesy little giveaway. I put a note and put it in my title for my video on Monday. If you can find the clip that doesn't belong in the video, if you did, send me an email, tell me what clip it was, and I would enter you guys. And I got about 11 entries, so that was kind of fun. Definitely excited to see how that turns out. I got a race set up. Let's go on down a little bit. But Mr. Kubat is in the house. Best dressed guy on YouTube. Ask his wife, she'll tell you. Oh, yeah. Definitely got some news to talk about today. Get through. There's Tony. Mr. Diggs, always glad for Clyde. My boy, Puppet Master. Puppet's cool. He's a different kind of guy. He's a pretty good little gamer dude. Dun, dun. Joe Dirt Treasure's in the house. What's up, Joe Dirt? Shannon Dalton, what's up, brother? Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Tom Riley's in the house as well. Good to see you, Tom. Thank you for stopping in today. PA Relic Hunters Day, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. In case you guys don't know what a Grassi raid is Tom Grassi is a Green Bay Packers cover guy, which we model our other channel after, and he raids at halftime of the football games, and he's really helped us grow our other channel. So it's a support thing. Sports community does it pretty well. AEW Treasure Adventures, hashtag Monday Digs. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Getting down this list a little bit here. There's James, Iron Antler Adventures. Congratulate James on getting his first Merc. He was really excited, and it's really cool. I got to watch that video the other day. Dude got his first Merc, and he's been looking for a while. So congratulations. You deserve it. You work really hard. Them silvers are fun to find. Oh, let's see. Thought I saw another name there. There's Miss Mary right there, Autism Magnet Fishing, in the house. Definitely getting through this list here a little bit. Cruising along today. We're doing pretty good on time. And as always, please feel free in here to share your channels, your communities, anybody that you want to promote. You may not be promoting yourself, but if you've got somebody else that you want to promote, you're more than welcome to do that. Just make sure you let everybody know what it is and drop that link in here. That's why everybody's allowed to be moderators. And I'm going to tell you guys are awesome. We don't have any BS in here to enforce the people to be timed out. And most of the time, it's generally very sparse when we have that kind of stuff. So I don't have to go back and correct a lot. You guys are absolutely awesome. Johnny Small Pepper's in the house. Got to be one of my favorite guys. He is one of the single hardest promoters of other people out there other than himself. He works very hard to bring continuity to some of these communities and just show what it's like to really stick together and be a group. He's been very kind to me, and him and I have a fun relationship. It's just that this is my busy time of year and I haven't had much time to chat with the dude, but I love Johnny Small Pepper. If you haven't been over to watch any of his live streams, check him out, watch him eat some of them hot peppers, and watch how he grows a community. Good stuff. Mike Mallyman's in the house. What's going on, brother? Nice to see you. Hope you had a nice holiday, sir. Stickman Adventures, thank you for being here. Muck and Nails Magnet Fishing. What's going on? Nice to see you. Dun, dun. Papa Rouse Bill's in the house. What's up, my friend? Miss Connie Barnes. How are you, Miss Connie? Nice to see you, dearie. Marty Verstahl. Yes, sir. Getting through. You guys are absolutely killing the chat so far. I'll try to make it to the bottom. Looter 8, Frank and Tyler's in the house. Been doing really well on the Monday Digs. They fit right into our philosophy. Detect Dig Smile. Mr. Pete's in the house. Monday Digs as well. Also entered in tonight's giveaway. Let's see. Trying to get to the bottom here. It takes a hot minute. And that's no problem, JSP. You do me fair, I do you good too, brother. Jim Steele's in the house. There he is, right there, coming in at 9:06, and we are all caught up. Illinois Digger Tim is in the house. What's up, brother? Nice to see you. I'm sure you was listening today when I was listening to some of that announcement stuff that happened today from Mind Lab. Basically, some real interesting stuff's going down. It looks like Mind Lab is going to turn the Equinox into a series, kind of like it did the Vanquish series. different versions. They introduced the 700 and the 900 today. Back a few years ago, when after the Equinox was out for a little bit, and there was, the talk of the Legend coming out, the Deus 2 was coming out. Mind Lab got into that area there where they didn't really, they keep stuff really tight-lipped. And one of my Australian friends that's kind of tied in there had mentioned that mentioned that he was at some kind of an event, and that they had said something like the next detector they were going to bring out was going to be called the Equinox 1000. Now, in my brain, and I'm not knowing that any of this is correct, but that was the original talk. And when it came to be, I'm guessing that the way it's played out, that was what the Manicore is now. That was that version, what they were going to call the 1000. They just decided to give it a name, give it something separate, kind of like the CTX 3030 in a sense, yada, yada, yada. And then today they announced the 700 and the 900 as well. So they're going to make it like the Vanquish series, and they're going to kind of build them up a little bit. It was some really good stuff. There's several 5280 Adventures ran the live stream today. I'm sure a few others did. I know we have a ton of Mind Lab users in here, and I guarantee you that it's all going to be top-notch equipment. I haven't picked up a Mind Lab piece of equipment that wasn't good. I've been able to play with the Vanquish series, and for a light, feels about like an Ace 200, Ace 250, whatever. For something like that, that's a great little detector as well. James's wife Risha uses one. I helped her play with it and set it up a little bit for her to find some coins because she was struggling with it in the second. There's a lot of new little tidbits and features about that stuff. The only thing that everybody in the world should care about, as long as they've got it leak fixed, that's absolutely it. Tim says that he likes the red backlight. Absolutely. Mind Lab is trying to basically where, everybody else brings out their new detector, yada, yada, yada. Mind Lab's trying to bring out something for everybody to get everybody in all aspects of treasure hunting. They want to get the high-end users. They're gonna blow up the Manicore, and then they want everybody in between, all the way down to the beginners with their Vanquish series. They're putting out so much good gear that it's going to be, there's a Mind Lab out there for everyone. You got to go find for your kids, or whatever that's called, Pro Find or Go Find. They got everything. So Mind Lab is doing that. They're trying to just absolutely dominate the market. And you know what competition means? It means better pricing for us. So I'm a Nocta guy, but I definitely have tons of respect for the Manicore and what Mind Lab's doing. And I will have my opportunity to play with a Manicore very soon as one shows up down the road for me here, because my buddy has it on he was one of the early pre-orders, so I'll get one in my hand. Thank you, Show Me. Thank you for sticking your head in the door. Much appreciated. Definitely excited about all the new news. I always love new detectors. Everybody puts out new content, and you get to watch it. There's already some Manicore videos popping up everywhere, so I'm definitely excited to learn about it and get to play with it a little bit myself here in the near future. But on with today. Let's see. Next week will be an FL Thunder weekend here, I believe. He's going to have a Thursday show, him and Charlie, as I'm not going to be available for a hot minute. And if you guys are wondering if I'm checking out, if I'm kind of doing something a little different, I'm not necessarily checking out. I've got lots of other things on the horizon this year that I don't normally have to deal with. So my time in here on Thursdays is getting kind of limited. So there's going to be some times that I need some time off. And I just like where this works as far as my life goes in here on Thursday nights. And if I'm not going to be here, unlike last week, which was kind of a last minute thing because of Thanksgiving, and I had ate so much food that day that I did not think that I don't think I could have stayed awake for 35 or 40 minutes. And that's no good to nobody to not come in here and have a good night. So I canceled last week. I'm probably going to do about 30 Thursdays next year, somewhere around there. And I know Rob's going to fill some in. The We Dig It guys are going to do some of them. I just want to keep something going in this time frame every Thursday, just so everybody kind of has that in their head. Not claiming anything. Anybody can do whatever they want on a time slot, but definitely want to have a little bit more time with my family and for myself as well. It's very important to me. Getting ready to take a trip, and so it's just important to me to take care of this because it's something I really love to do. And I've shrunk it a little bit. I was always worried about growing it. I backed off on a lot of the aspects of it, and I'm just settling into having conversation, man. I want to get in here with you folks and have fun and chat it up and have some fun and take care of everything that needs to be taken care of and do it with a smile because I enjoy it. Yeah, family's everything. You guys, if you guys know anything about me, if you're my friend, I treat you like family. I treat my family like gold. Everybody that lives with me and that I'm with, they are desperately important to me. So whatever they need, they get. Everything else gets on the back burner. Lou, Mr. Indiana Tones is in the house. Nice to see you, my brother. Glad to see you in here. Nice to see you around the YouTube community. I see you all the time on TikTok. So I am not becoming a grandpa, Miss Mary. That's not what it is. Please, not yet. I'm not ready for that at all. Back to today. So first things first, I got to go over really fast and check my email just to make sure that I don't have anybody else that got entered. But we're going to run a race really fast in here. We're going to do it early today. And then after that, going to got a little bit of stuff to chit chat about. No, sir, I did not see any entries after 11:30 today. So I got a race set up. I'm going to get that brought up on the screen here. And we're going to run that really fast for a gift card for the folks that entered. And you do not have to be present to win since I have your email address. So it's not one of those things. And I did not say when I was closing it on the video, but it's closed. I closed it at 9 o'clock today. Let's see this window here. This is going to be bad. Wow. All right. Got my list. We'll go 2 minutes. Set it up. And we'll let it get everything super full screen. For those of you that are just getting here, this race today, I added a banner on my video on Monday that basically said, if you can go through and pick out the clip that doesn't belong, let me know what it is in an email and either your screen name or how I can get a hold of you so I know you, because some of them had the personal email sent it. So I'm not sure about everybody's screen name, but this one's going to be easy to do. Send it out. I did have 11 people that just sent in an entry, whether it be 100% correct or not. Most everybody was right, but there was a few that saw something different, and my clips all get mixed up. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to shuffle these up here really fast, and we're going to run this. If you're here and in this race tonight, I'll add to it. So right now, let's get it on. 2 minutes. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Man, can you believe we're already talking about Christmas this year? We got elves. Southgate Boy is out to the early lead. Team Clambake right there as well. Sherry Martin, Detective Smile. Go figure that Detective Smile Pete has got the dunce or the Joker hat on, or what do you call that guy in front of the Jester hat? Yeah, that's it. Clambake's up there. Chris Bear Magnetics is squeaking up ahead right now. Tobias Nelson up there is doing good. Frank Myers is doing well, coming up in the back. Miss Mandy Brown. Mandy Brown is everywhere. 513 Diggs. Trevor, he's coming up. He looks like an alien elf. He's falling back. We still got a minute to go. Pete and Southgate Boy and Frank Myers are in the lead right now. Frank's going to take off. Southgate's going backwards. Man, they're all pretty tight. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter Rob's in there. He's in the mix. Oh, you're not seeing the race. Hold on. Pause it. Oh, you're not seeing the race. I paused it. Hold on. Why is it not showing the race? Okay, well, I got it stopped. There's 30-some seconds left in the race. Let's see. What is going on here? Oh, thank you for the message, Jesse. Let's fix it. Okay, I got to figure it out here. What did I do wrong? All right, can you see me now? Okay. You guys can see it. I'm going to leave it right here. Well, I can't. I got to go back to it. All right, let's see. Hopefully you're there and you can still see it. My God. Sorry, guys. Continue. All right, 34 seconds. 513, 508 Magnets, and Frank Myers are up there, 1, 2, 3. Sherry Martin's coming up fast. She's the blue with the gold polka dots. There comes a big smile. 19 seconds to go. Cruising down to the very end. Everybody's backing up. It's going to be who wants to win. Everybody's close. Sherry Martin's coming up fast. 508 Magnets is coming up faster. 3, 2, 1. Josh at 508 Magnets. All right, you guys saw that. Okay, good deal. Josh from 508 Magnets is the winner of the Amazon gift card. I'm sure he will get a lot of use out of that. And I will send it right over. Oh, he's here, man. Look at there. My brother's in the house. Thank you for participating in my giveaway this week, man. You're definitely a deserving winner. Of course, I have your email, and I will send it right over. Just got to kind of shut this thing down here. There we go. Oh, it didn't shut off. All right, bye-bye, elves. Yeah, back there you go. Winner for this week's giveaway for the Monday Digs is 508 Magnets, and it's even cool that he just shows up and there he wins. That's how it works, man. It's good karma. Josh is always sending me the best little animal videos and pictures from being an animal control officer, and my wife enjoys it. So it's a really good guy to chit chat with. Yeah, I know, Mary. Wait a minute, that music was driving you nuts? Christmas music drives Mary nuts. I'm gonna have to remember that the next time she's driving me nuts. I'll kick her right in the butt with some music. Yeah, because I also decided that as much as I like to do the nice big giveaways all the time and stuff like that, it just draws in a lot of the crowd that I'm not gonna lie, that's for lack of a better term, they just kind of leech off of you, and you don't really. So I started going to the non-announcing and just doing what I want to do when I want to do it, and not putting it out there, so that I know that the people that are in here are the same people that come in and hang out every week. I'm gonna go through the rest of the month really fast. Coming up in December, as you know, and if somebody is ahead of the game, because I'm not really ready for that part of it. I didn't know that we were going to talk about it. Welcome Bad Idea Lab, one of my favorite names for a channel for sure. Yeah, there you go. Silent Raven 37 on Snapchat for Josh. He does a lot of good stuff with the animal control, and he's always fostering pets and animal lovers those people are very welcome in my home because my wife is the very same variety. She loves all animals, and she really gets a kick out of somebody that's doing the best to protect them. Rest of the month. So this month here, I'm not sure. I know that next week, let me get my skit calendar up here because it's really going to be weird. Oh, there we go. So next week, I will not be here 2 Thursdays in a row. I will be back on the Thursday, the 22nd, and then I'll be in here the 29th to finish out the year. One of those 2 days is going to be the I replaced my I did 12 days of Christmas last year where I did random pop-up live streams and stuff that I had accumulated for the season that I give away. This year it's going to be the St. Jude's donation giveaways. I put together some nice prizes for all the people that donated to St. Jude's, but also I'm let everybody that's here that night is also entered in those giveaways for free. It's not if I have a giveaway, everybody's going to get a chance to get entered in it. If you're here that night, you will be entered in it. Basically, so if you're a member, you get an entry regardless. If you're here that night, you get entry into that giveaway. And I think the main prize out of that night is going to be a simplex. I'm pretty positive. And this is going to be the last time I do these. Probably won't be the last time I get into raising money for charity in here and stuff like that. But it's going to be probably the current culture has gotten to where everybody's so pushy about giveaways, and they don't want, and everybody's talking about what's right, what's wrong. This one's going to be completely legit. I'm going to drop all the rules and I'm going to do everything correctly. I just think after that, it's going to be easier just to back away from doing that kind of stuff because, there's a lot of people out there that I don't know whether they just don't like seeing it or whatnot, but they nitpick at people, and it's no fun having your feelings hurt trying to do good things. So I'm not going to participate in the drama that happens on YouTube sometime. It's just not my style, but I'm going to back off from the big stuff like that. Sticker packs, we're going to have nices with sticker packs and stuff like that. That simplex is definitely going to be the last time for sure, unless something comes up really good, or there might be special occasions, but anymore the subscriber giveaways, big giveaways just aren't going to happen. Stickers are great, sending sticker packs to everybody, communicating, and I'm probably still going to do the random Amazon gift cards, especially for the members. Members are always going to have that option monthly. I'm not going to stop that because that's the best way to do it. I've got a ton of stickers for a giveaway night. I've got a bunch of stuff, and some of the stuff so St. Jude's, I've had a donation link for that thing running since August, and overall as a group, I don't know how much we raised. I'm going to be honest. I got deterred from to keep pushing that in a sense. I just got knocked off my horse, right? I was trying to see how much money we could put together as a group, and I got knocked off my horse a little bit about how I was going about it. So, I got my feelings hurt a little bit. So that's everybody that entered that. If you donated money to that, to any of the channels that was raising money, please be here that night because you'll have opportunities to win the giveaway. I'll go through everything about that before we start drawing it. We're basically going to draw. There's so many names in that. We're going to draw 100 names, and then we're going to do a Christmas race. So, and anybody that needs their house painted, Shane Kubat at See It My Way 1 is thinking about giving away his house painting skills. And I bet you he could do a better job than half the people that I know. I would just bet it. The guy is the most meticulous at what he does. He does a great job with his videos. I'm amazed at how flippin' awesome Shane is. Hey, what's up, Dawn? Nice to see you. Thank you for being in here. But yeah, that's how the St. Jude stuff's going to end up the year instead of Christmas. So that's gonna happen all in one night, and I will have other people there, kind of just helping me out that night because usually those nights get busy. And then the last night of the year, we're going to talk about the last Thursday of the year. We're going to talk about what 2023 is going to bring for us in this community. We're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about anything that's involved in what, hey, the new year's coming up. Everybody has resolutions. I call them goals, and how we're going to try to embrace our community this year going forward. Hey, I guarantee it, Kubak. I guarantee you're the man. You're the man I want. I got to pull my shutters down this year off my house, sand them up, and take care of them. Maybe I'll send them to you. But all things considered, that's how the year's going to end. I'm pretty sure Rob's going to be in here next Thursday, and then I will see if the We Dig It guys want to be in the following Thursday. I don't know how everybody's schedule works out, but if not, I'm sure FL Thunder will cover me for 2 weeks just to kind of be in here and hang out, which I like that. And then that way it works out better for me because then I know that I feel comfortable about coming when I can come back. All right. With that being said, you know what? I haven't played the random guest game in a while. I think we're going to do that today. I just want to see how everybody's doing. I want to know how everybody's Thanksgiving went. I want to know if everybody was like me in a food coma and had a great time. Oh, did somebody? Oh, I'm off. Not on the YouTube. Hang on a second. Oh, who did that? Oh, Gnarly donated the 10 memberships. Right on. Hey, and so that if you're still in here when I do my membership giveaway next month, if you're still a member at that point in time, that enters you for a chance at least another free month, based on which one you're into. So that's the one thing I do for all my members and any of the people that are coming up on their 12 months. I think that's going to be in January. Once you pass 12 consecutive months, I got some stuff for you. I got a care pack that's going to go out for everybody that's on for 12 consecutive months on the Treasure Fam group. Yeah, I think it's the Treasure Fam. Anybody that's on there for 12 consecutive months, I got a care pack that's going to go out to you guys just for supporting me and helping me along. Just scoot back over. Jesse, thank you for donating those memberships. That's much appreciated. I'm sure everybody who got one was pleased. Let's see. Patty got one. Jeff's Obsessions. Marty Verstal. We dig it. Gene. Mr. Diggs. Tony got one. He seems to manage to pick them up. 10-man. AEW Adam. Awesome. Randy got one. That's flipping great. I appreciate that. And hopefully you guys will go back and check out some of the original content that I did for that and enjoy your time in here. All right. So for those who are interested, I do got to drop it somewhere else first because that's how I do. That's how I roll. I got 2 places that I'm going to drop it first, and we'll get back there. If anybody wants to come up, the people that are deserving, that like to come up from the groups that I control. You guys are first today. And let's get that handed right now with the link dropped. One will be in my community tab for members. If you're there, check that out real quick. All channel members. And paste. All right. There it is. We'll see if that bites anybody up. If nobody's up in 4 minutes. Also, we'll be out of here today. Got to take the boys to work. My life has gotten very, very full. Alex and I we do the sports channel together, and anytime I have available time at night, that's where it goes. We do it together most days when I'm not busy. So we do that, and I have to run my boys to work. So they go to work. We usually leave here between 10:15 and 10:30. So I got to run them to work most nights because they work a lot too. So I'm always running, and my job, holds me over. I do get to burn the rest of my vacation up. So, uh, and absolutely. And if anybody didn't know, just hit really fast. Uh, and Randy just pointed it out. I'm going to go ahead and hit that right there. Randy just pointed it out for Shane to come up here. He's more than welcome anytime. He knows that. I got a great stream where he was my guest a while back, and I was just getting to know him a little bit then. But if you haven't watched and swung by his channel has been growing at an exponential rate this year. I looked down a little while back and I hadn't realized, but he had passed 2,000 subscribers so fast that I didn't even realize it. And everybody that's in the Monday Digs group or anybody that's associated with, I check out, I go back, I look at your channel, see what you're doing. I want to see if what you're doing is conducive to help everybody in the group. And I looked down there and I just hadn't paid attention to his subscriber count. And he went from 1K, which I think was right around the time that I had him up here on the stream, he's probably closing in on 2,300 subscribers. And he's been doing a great job of growing his channel. And if working in here with us on Mondays and promoting yourself through doing your shorts and stuff like that, if nobody can really see our results for the group, it's amazing. Everybody's done so well. Everybody in the group has a success story. Randy has blown up completely. Jesse had 40 subs when he started with us. He's blown up completely. Anybody that has entered, and guess what? If you're still entered, I do have part-time video slots available right now because coming next year, not everybody in the group knows it exactly yet, but we're going to slowly change the format a little bit. We're going to adapt it. You're welcome, Mr. Kubat, and I apologize for not noticing how fast your channel was growing. That's me not looking at one thing. I go in and watch videos and try to, be supportive, but I did not see that number going up through the roof. I bet it's fun watching it every single month. Well, who better to hang out with me today than the winner of my secret hidden giveaway that 11 people joined up for, but it's my good buddy Josh at 508 Magnets.
What's going on, Shane?
Not a lot. I had the volume turned down a little bit. I usually don't like to listen to myself, but let me get it just a little bit here so I can hear you just a hair better. And my daughter has decided that she doesn't like the screen with a background, so she changed it. So I'm going to get my famous YouTube background back up here because I like it. There we go. There we go. Now I'm back to being colorful and happy. How was your Thanksgiving?
Mine was good. It was a little different than it typically is. Normally my mom and dad host and they cook the turkey and most of the sides. They decided to go down to Florida and visit my uncle this year. So we were kind of like, what do we do? We ended up going to my sister-in-law's house. I made the turkey. It was a small gathering, but it was a good gathering.
So I mean, I know that what I know of you, that you're big into your family for sure, especially your boys. How do the boys like the holidays?
Oh, they're Christmas obsessed, as you would expect a 5 and 8 year old to be. So they are ready, and they've been asking to decorate our tree for a couple of days. I just put it up. Haven't done anything, but I put it up.
Yeah, I know, we're closing in on like the end of the year and stuff. Man, I know you've had a pretty good year treasure hunting. Not as much magnet fishing this year, as you've had some really good luck with the metal detecting. And just kind of go over some of the good stuff you found this year. And I know you've gotten your family involved a little bit more. Just kind of share with everybody how that's kind of went.
Yeah, I think I've definitely had some good finds. I did find my first large scent, which I was very happy with. An 1840s property produced an 1843 matron, so that was super awesome. And it, I think it beat out my previous oldest coin by like 40 years, which was my Indian scent. So pretty happy with that. And the homeowners were really cool, and they invited me back at any time. So might be going there this week if it's not too cold or wet. So
I know the weather's been pretty decent. I know it's been really cold at night, but the days have been staying fairly conducive to getting out there and doing some digging. Hopefully we don't freeze over it. So, because I don't like being wet, and I don't mind being cold. I just can't be cold and wet.
Yeah.
Not my vibe at all. So you did, you've had some really good finds this year. Metal detecting a large scent is always a blast to find.
Yep.
How did you feel about that big penny when it come out of the ground? It shocked
like I knew. I was like, this is something. And like, it had that nice green color to it, and I was like a little shook, and it really wasn't that far down, maybe like 3-4 inches. Came up pretty fast, and the homeowner, she came over, she's in the video, she's taking pictures and stuff. She was really interested in the whole thing, all about metal detecting. She was a little curious and questionable at first, but once I started finding a couple of things, she was into it. So really nice lady. I'm hoping she's around on Wednesday and I can go there, do some more, because I only got like a small portion of the yard done.
Yeah. And I guess that's a good thing, especially since they invited you back. I think once people see that you're not going to tear up their yard, they're definitely more willing to let you come back, especially if they're interested in what you're doing. That's usually when we go out and when we try to find permissions, we try to promote interest, first and foremost before we ask the question, and hopefully to get people, a little excited like we are about doing it. And then a lot of times that really helps gain us. And then they start doing the work for you sometimes, because once they have a good experience with you, then they always seem to know somebody that, hey, such and such has this old farm out here, and I think there was an old house out there in the back of their farm field. Oh, really? And it really comes out. So going out and having a good time and entertaining them as well as yourself is really cool.
She's already saying she has an adjoining land with her neighbor whose house isn't as old. But she's like, you probably have good luck if you knock on their door too. And I was like, well, I'll definitely be doing that, because their property literally touch, and it's a big open field, but it's split down the center. So hoping to get back there soon. We'll see.
You still you still a magnet fishing guy at heart though?
I think metal detecting is a little higher on the enjoyable list, but they each have their perks. I'm definitely not giving up on magnet fishing anytime soon. So, but there's a lot more available spots for me, anyways, to go metal detecting right now than there is to magnet fish, without driving, 45 an hour plus minutes. So I've just hit most of my local bridges, and it's becoming a little harder to travel out to those further to reach spots. So
and I guess that's the other part of it, is that I'm on a big river. However, the tributaries off of it, where a majority of the bridges are at, the water's not that deep, or they're not that junked up, to be honest. And I know you shouldn't be looking for trash, but I've only got a couple really decent spots around here. So And a lot of times I'm just pulling construction junk. Now, granted, the scrap money is good when you pull the mixed alloy cable and stuff like that. You get good money for the scrap.
Yep.
But I like to magnet fish, and I think it's a lot of fun, and I could get into doing it. The problem that I run into is that there's days that it feels more like work than enjoyment because of how far you're having to lug, hundreds of pounds of trash that you pull out of the water. Still has a good place. I still like doing it. I don't have that itch and desire like I got for tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning I'm going metal detecting. Right as soon as daylight hits, I should be pretty close to my spot and going to go hang out with B Higgles, and we're going to dig
Nice.
all day. But yeah, that's the only thing that I get. I love the cleaning of the environment, love that whole part of it. But there's days like I had to take 3 trips from my local bridge here. I had to make 3 trips to clean up all the everything I pulled out of there to get it ready for my scrap guy, because my vehicle's pretty new and it was hard for me to get it out. I didn't have a trailer and I had a lot of stuff, and I'm not leaving trash on the ground anywhere. So
Yep.
it took me more time to get everything home and ready for the scrap guy than it did to get it pulled out. So
I have a big scrap pile at the end of my driveway. It's like 4 or 5 buckets and just like these big, like whatever pieces of rebar and signposts and whatever. And eventually, usually before the snow comes, I try to get rid of it all so I'm not shoveling into it, But you mentioned family, being a big part of what I do, and that's totally true. Like, I think my wife has had a better year treasure hunting than I have. Was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe she pulled up her first silver dime. I haven't even got a silver coin out of the ground yet. I have found some silver things, but not a coin. So she beat me on the silver. And then just the other week, magnet fishing, she got her first pocket knife too, which is actually, I might have that right here. I do. So it's a pretty sweet one. Oh, it's dropping crumbs all on my computer.
it's got an Indian on it.
Yeah, it's got a cool Native American design. It's got like the seatbelt cutter, and a windshield brake, and the
Oh wow!
Sweet too. It's not really like functionable. Like you wouldn't. It's too loose to be considered like a workable, usable knife.
Right.
But it does open and close, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a keeper. It's in pretty good shape. I mean, the way that it looks, it doesn't look to be damaged too bad. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's way better than my first knife, which was like water logged and just corroded as all heck. But she was pretty excited. I was excited for her. So
that's good. I mean, like I said, there's no possible way I can't get my wife to go anywhere and do any of that with me. Of course, physically, for her, but she has some physical challenges, and the fact that she works 6 days a week makes it even a little bit more difficult, because when she's off, she's usually just trying to rest.
Yeah, we don't often get days off together, especially days off together without children.
Right.
So when we do, we like to. I always leave it up to her. I'm like, "What do you want to do today? Like, let's do something." She's like, "Let's go metal detect," and I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
So really fast, and since normally my wife doesn't come up in here very often, but today's her birthday, and there was so many of you out there in the metal detecting community that sent wishes for her on a happy birthday today via Facebook, and I thought that was really cool. Risha, if you're in here, thank you. That was really cool. She loved that, by the way. So I asked her today, I was like, hey, I said, Jean, what do you want for your birthday today? And you know what? And it's not like she really wants for a whole lot anyway. But, I'm like, hey, why don't we go out to dinner this evening? Why don't we go do something? And I was like, what would you like? And she said, she says, I think I just want some wings from Papa John's, just some delivery. I'm like, you know what? if I get out that cheap today, so be it. But yeah, I got her some wings today. Yeah, she had a nice birthday. She, everybody in the family stopped by and said hi. We're a pretty small, tight knit group, and I'm getting to that here in just a second. As soon as I get down there.
It's funny. My wife's birthday is actually next Wednesday. This upcoming Wednesday.
Right on. I see a comment here I want to talk about really quick. Ro, there is, between where I'm at on this estate line, there are so many places, and I know it sounds kind of strange to say it, but anything from like a slave tag or any kind of a broken slave shackle, historically speaking, is something that I've always been looking for. But the Underground Railroad through here, there's if you go and type, if you Google lost treasures in Indiana, there is so much of during the Civil War time, especially with slaves trying to escape to Indiana. There was in the next county over from where I'm at right now, there was a free black man that lived there, and he ran part of a ring for transportation, and they had made so much money off of moderates in the state of Kentucky and Tennessee that were trying to help the slave cause, getting them freed, that he had made so much money that they said that he had a small fortune in gold coins in the mid 1850s and 60s. Me and another friend of mine, we tracked through the old records of land that was owned by this gentleman and his family, and we've been on all of them farms trying to find buried treasure. I mean, because it's just one of those things. It's the tale is out there that he had thousands of dollars in gold coins, which today would be worth $1 million. I mean, it would have to be. And we've been trying to get permissions on all these farms that used to be his family's property, and that's just in one county. There's a lot of stories. Morgan's Raiders came through Indiana, down next to B. Higgles, not too far away from where he lives, and where they crossed the river into Indiana, they worked their way up around, I think it went around Corydon, and then they worked their way straight over into Ohio, which went right through all the counties that we treasure hunt. And we have in Brown County found stuff that was related to that. Not on a video, unfortunately, at the time, but some of it is. But there's so much Civil War stuff through here, and there's so much there were so many slaves that were escaping into Indiana that the possibility of those type of items are here. So good luck. There's a lot of literature about it, and you can find some maps and stuff like that as well. Randy says we need to get Detective Smile to 900. Hey, yeah, Pete's closing in. Pete's been doing a really good job this year, and for sure try to help him get to 900 today.
TDS has a great channel.
And I love Pete's mentality, man. He's just so happy, and you can just tell when he makes his videos that he's so in love with life that I'm addicted to it. Can't lie.
He's got I didn't even realize it. But a couple of months ago, he was actually like pretty darn close to my hometown. So next time he's up this way, we got to get together.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Pete, I don't know how far into the state of Pennsylvania Pete is for me. I know the guys that I would like to go hang out with. There's several in Pennsylvania that I would like to hang out with. There's one right there, Mark the Bird Hunter. Hello, you sexy beast. Hey, you know what, Mark? I will not call you Mike anymore because you got my name correct today. I was Bill for the longest time, and then I got so frustrated with it that I just started calling him Mike the Bird Hunter. Mark, you're a great dude. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, like going forward next year, we're gonna really work on the Monday Digs thing a little bit more. I'm opening up for at least for the winter time some part-time spots if people want to come in every once in a while if they have a little bit of content, because a lot of people are losing time to dig or create content, or stuff's just overwhelming. Um, yeah, hit me up when you get here. If you come into Indiana, definitely hit me up because if nothing else, I can probably help find good properties. I'm sure it will be much deeper than my lead. Now, you know what? But that's the thing. You just don't know. Um, a lot of the ground, when you cross the Ohio, the first thing, and I hate to sit here and give geography classes, but when you're going up these valleys to get up on to the higher ground because you're in a valley and then you kind of go up, whether it be 150, 200 feet, 300 feet, whatever. It's kind of like you're in a ditch. And then going up these, a lot of people stayed very close to the river. So there's a lot of these houses and farms, and something that may have been buried very deep on an upward, on a hillside, or maybe in a flat up top. With all the rains and stuff like that, the ground has really dropped over the years. Now down low in the basin, in the riverbed, stuff gets really deep because it gets sediment washed back up on top of it. But if they were anywhere away from where the river was, because it was wider back then because we didn't have dams, those signals aren't as deep as they could be. So the possibility of finding some of that stuff, I got a great site going into Madison. It's just almost impossible to metal detect. I will drop a picture or a video of it in my community tab. Honestly, it's one of those types of places that it's how they built their houses on the hillsides and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that just basically shows up. I mean, you can go look at it. What's the big one items for the kids this year on Christmas?
Oh boy, we just got like a whole mound of boxes that just came today. My kids are my youngest is really into Black Panther right now. I know he's getting a lot of Black Panther stuff. My oldest, he's still very much into Star Wars. So we don't have they're not going for the the crazy toy every year, like the what are those called? The little robots that were big in the 90s, the Furbies. Like they're not into that, that have to have toy, that everybody's getting. They're very relaxed kids, and they're happy with anything, so they're good. But they're getting spoiled pretty well, so
hey, that's
as much as we can.
Absolutely, Ro. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's the chore ends up being, because my kids are now considered grown. My daughter and my son's 19 now, so the thing of it is how do you spoil them? And because you want to give them what you can, you want to provide as much as possible. How do you spoil them without ruining them?
Yeah.
So I think there's a difference in there, and you've got to make sure that the parenting side of you doesn't ruin them, because it's really possible. It's because I ruined my son. I spoiled my daughter, and my son is slowly coming out of it as he's gotten a little bit older. He's a consistent worker now, yada, yada, yada. But getting him to that stage where he was consistent was kind of hard. My daughter's she's always been a worker, and she's always taken care of herself. So that being said, I spoiled her, but I didn't ruin her. But it's really easy to do.
Yeah. And so I got my winter plans are going to be the same. You mentioned everything's starting to get cold and freeze over again, as it does every year, especially for those of us up north. I'm going back to coins for the winter, doing some more coin roll hunting. Well, not technically rolls, but let me show you this. So I have a friend of mine that her husband passed away a couple of years ago, but he was a collector of pocket change, and I have about 7 or 8 jars in coffee cans like this that I'm gonna go through for her and kind of organize and just see what's in there, do something with it, because otherwise she's just going to bring it to the Coinstar and be done with it. But it's
there's a great channel that I watch a lot of his shorts that point out, certain coins to look for. And then I go through and separate my coins and look for what he has. So I'll link him to you. He's really good. There's a lot of current coins that are definitely worth some money.
This is just full. I weighed it all out, and there's I think close to 90 pounds of coins. And I've kind of briefly looked through to see like what the years are and stuff, just to get an idea. And unfortunately, I don't think there's any wheat pennies. I think he started like keeping it just after the transition, so it's like, I don't know, maybe 60s, 70s. But it's going to be a lot of fun to go through. I've got some coin books to put them in for my friend, so that she can have something, a bit more with deer head on it. That's funny. Kids are weird, man.
Iron Antler would love it, by God, for sure.
Oh.
Also, this one, there's a comment for you. Josh Shannon Perez loves your videos.
Oh, thank you. Shannon's always in there commenting. I got a lot of good, call them regulars. The people that don't have a channel, that just, they're part of the community, and they're always there. They're reliable and always watching and leaving comments and stuff. So
James Eller says you all need Get Rich with Pocket Change. There's several of those channels out there, and I watch them a lot because I like looking for the error coins. Definitely, as it gets colder this year, that's something worth doing. A funny thing is that I've been rolling up and cleaning all my clad from this year. I've had my biggest clad year ever, I'm pretty sure. And last year I had over 300, and wow. I know I've got more than that this year. So I'm excited to finish getting it cleaned and rolled. If you walk in my house, I ain't gonna lie, I am not the neatest person in the world, but I've got dirty clad coins scattered throughout my house, piles of them that I take out of my pockets, and it's getting it all gathered up and get it cleaned and get it rolled. But I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna have somewhere. It's gonna be more. I'm gonna say 300 to 500 in clad this year.
Wow, that's awesome. I actually save all of my coins, whether it's from picking them up off the sidewalk. I count that as treasure hunting. Coinstar machines, if they're not like a silver or a foreign or anything like that, and anything I find metal detecting, I put them into jars. I've got a jar for each kind of coin: pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. I'm filling them up as I go, separating them out, and then when those are full, I'm gonna clean them up, look through them, and cash them in and get some new gear. So
right on. Hey, Annette Assman asks, how are you cleaning your clad? I lightly rinse the mud off of everything. If it's got crud on it beyond that, I tumble it with a very, very light abrasive, just to get it clean enough to roll and send in. And then but before I put it in any kind of rolls, I separate it and go through it to make sure there's nothing special. Yeah. And it's a lot. I finished dimes up last week, and I had over $100 in dimes this year.
Nice.
So that was the first bit that got rolled up. I was pretty excited about it. But yeah, I use a tumbler, and I use a detergent, water, and a very, very light abrasive media is what you call it.
Yeah,
it's nothing too heavy. It's basically like fish tank gravel in a sense, but it's really small pieces, and it does a pretty good job.
Yep. If you're looking to tumble and clean up your coins, always separate your pennies. For American coins, your coppers from your silvers. Not technically silvers, but
silver color.
Yeah, silver colored, your shinies. If you tumble your pennies with your dimes and nickels are going to look like pennies, and it's just going to be terrible. I do the same thing, a little bit of water, a little bit of dish soap, and depending on how crusty those coins are, I'll either tumble them by themselves, because the crust, the dirt and whatever, will actually form its own media to clean the coins, or I'll add in some sand, things like that. So
Looking for something really quick, as we're not going to be here too awful much longer, but you know what, if I can get it brought up really quick, I think tonight, just for having a nice crowd in here the whole night that hung out and stayed at the end tonight, I'm gonna match the giveaway card that I gave to Josh here today. I haven't sent his yet, but I'll send them both at the same time. I'm gonna give one just for somebody that's still in the chat tonight.
awesome.
It's always fun to do Amazon gift cards. If you're into the YouTube thing, it's probably one of the better things to give away, because you can give away a nice gift card for what you spend on shipping for any of your prizes. I mean, because you're going to spend anywhere from $5 to $20 shipping most items, especially if you if you ship a shovel. That one cost me quite a bit. Yeah, I don't even remember, but I know it was almost half the value of the shovel.
When I did my birthday giveaway this summer, I think I spent close to $60 on shipping, and that wasn't a lot of big things. That was just sticker packs, poker chips. The magnets that I gave away came straight from Rogue, so that didn't cost me any extra. Hey, I'll come to Detroit.
Hey, I like magnet fishing in Detroit. I feel like I'm going to find something good there when I go. So,
can you believe I've been doing this over 2 years and I still have not found a gun?
I've been 20 times in 2 years and I haven't found one, but it's coming sooner rather than later.
On number 80, he's super high up there.
God, 80. It was like, what was it when I was there, Jason? You were like, I think you hit 50 when I was there. Is that right?
Maybe 80 might be a little high, but I feel like he finds at least one a week, which is awesome. 61. Okay.
You found 11 more. Okay. All right. Anybody that's still in the chat that wants to be entered, here comes the hat. Let's see.
Jason, I will come out and I will come out there one day. Maybe we'll make it next summer. Maybe.
I realized that it's not a bad drive for me to him. It's not that bad. Hashtag Amazon to enter in it, and then we will do that in less than 5 minutes because I can't stay until 10:30 tonight. So, but just so you guys know, like I said earlier, giveaways will never be announced again. I won't promote them. I do kind of have to for the St. Jude's, but because that was something I agreed to earlier in the year, and I definitely want to do that one. But after that, if I want to give something away, I'm just going to give it away to the people that care about being here. So
no
more people from I don't know where they come from, but there must be somebody out there searching like giveaway, man. I mean, for sure, because I'm telling you, the nights I do giveaways, I go from 50, I normally had like 45 to 50 in the house, and they would go straight to 80 or 90, and then they would all be here for the giveaway. And then you would never see them back. So screw that. I'm done with that business.
I was really lucky with my birthday giveaway that I think I gave away like anywhere from 12 to 15 separate prizes. And I actually heard from every single person and got their address, which I was like totally shocked. I had one guy, he ended up in my spam filter, and I found him a couple of weeks later.
Shannon, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. I definitely am going to read that. You don't have to give anything away to anyone. Your lives and videos are enough, and anyone that watches your stuff to win is just an asshole. I appreciate that. But you know what? It's a lot of fun when you finally have the ability to give back to folks just a little. It's a blast, and I enjoy it. That's the thing is that I really do enjoy doing it. Last year, I enjoyed raising money for different causes and helping out. That's fun for me too. I really like doing that, so I'm going to continue to do it. And I think I've been rated by the. I think I got rated here a little bit ago by my daughter's crowd tonight for Thursday night football because I see some names, and I'm going to go ahead and say it there. There's Mickey right there saying I got rated. Mary Beth, thank you, Mary Beth. I don't know if you're still in here. Oh, that's fine, Mandy. The man sitting right next to me here won the secret giveaway. Josh, I had 11 entries, and thank you for participating and taking it seriously because I just wanted to see how many folks would actually take the time to read it and find it.
I watched that video like a damn hawk trying to find the difference. And I had to watch it twice because I was making my tea in the morning and it was very early on. And I was like making my tea, listening, trying to listen for something different. And then I had to go back and watch it twice. So you got me. You got an extra view out of me. But
hey, and you know what? And it's trying to make everything fun because
it was fun.
You know, because you guys you got to remember, we go out and we metal detect and we do the same thing, and it's the same scene, you know, maybe a different spot over and over again. So if you can try to do something to make it a little bit more fun from a premiere, then it's all about that. So, but anyway, the It's in the Blood family is in here right now. My daughter, she's blowing it up over there on Thursday night football. We have a blast with that. If you guys are looking for me on other days, you can find me there because her and I, we spend every extra moment. Also, anybody left that, hey, there you go. Mickey, I appreciate you, brother. I hope you're having a great night. If you type in hashtag Amazon, you can be eligible to win a gift card. I know your family. That's a good thing if you want to type it in. We've got just a few more minutes before I draw it. I got 23 entrants and I got 38 in the house. I'd like everybody to have a chance. Hashtag Amazon.
I'll pass on this one. I want to take all these Amazons.
Thank you, Mickey. Uncle Mickey.
Mandy said she watched your video 5 times to find the error.
Yeah, see, and you know what the funny part is that I thought that the drive-in had a gravel road. I got all my clips scrambled because they're in chronological order. They got scrambled up, and I had to try to put them back into place. So it was not fun. And then I went through and I put the video together and I edited this clip down, and then I realized that it was from the hunt the week before. So I left it in there and devised my plan. Time to draw it. We got 25 entries in here. Hashtag Amazon. Hopefully I can get the right screen up this time so you can see what's going on. Let's get it going here. Oh, look at that. Today I'm on time now. Last chance. Hashtag Amazon. I'm going to draw it here in just a minute. A Pizzle is another one of the sports community people, has a sports channel as well. That's why he's stopping in here. I got a little bit of a raid from my daughter. All right, there we go. We got a couple more entries in there. I think that's going to wrap us up. We got 26 in it. Yep. There you go. You caught me. See, I knew that I made some boo-boos there, Miss Mandy. Anyway, I'm going to do that stuff probably once a month. Whoa. Colin, you need to I don't know if you got my right number, dude, but I need to talk to you as soon as humanly possible. I've been trying to get a hold of you, and I found out that you weren't where I thought you were. And I'm glad to see you, my brother. I do need to talk to you. Hopefully you got the same phone number. I'll drop you a text here in a minute.
I love that name, Heavy Meadow Detective. That's a great pun. I love it.
It is. And Colin lives in New Albany, which is just down the road from me, and he's a great guy. And I definitely missed him this summer, dude. I'll talk to you when I get a chance to talk to you. But it's nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in to see me, my friend. There's some people that are going to be glad to know that you're here. All right. Anyway, I got 30 entries. Going to draw it. Got you. As soon as you, hopefully I had to change mine at the beginning of the year. Hopefully we've talked since the beginning of the year. Hang on, Mickey. But we can do that as well. I'll post the link in here next time I'm in here. 30 entries, going to draw it up. Much love to everybody. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And here we go. Who's it going to be? Miss Connie Barnes. Still in the house. Anybody that's in contact with Miss Connie, I know I just saw her chat a minute ago. She chatted at 10:11, so she's still here.
She should be here.
Miss Connie. There's another very good karma win right there. Talk about sweet and supportive all the time. She's in here somewhere. I know it. Come on, Miss Connie.
Oh no, did she just drop a like and a hello and leave?
She's been here for a while. She just talked 2 minutes ago. I know she was here 2 minutes ago, so there she is, right there.
It is.
Connie, that's my email address going across the bottom of the screen. Either one of those will work. Drop me an email. All you have to do is drop me an email and say Amazon gift card, and I will get it out to you very soon. Probably after I drop the kids off from work tonight, and then I'll be done. Josh, man, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out for a little while today. It's always good to talk to you. I definitely love the Snapchat. I have fun. I always send stupid stuff on there too. It's really a fun place to just kind of drop dumb stuff and have fun. But my wife enjoys watching you with the animals. She likes seeing what all you got in your house and stuff like that. So you have fans for that kind of stuff, and you do a great job out there trying to help animals, and we love you for it.
Thank you. I enjoy your rooftop sunsets and sunrise snaps that you send.
Yeah, my gosh, where I work, we're like the only 10-story plus building on the Ohio River Basin, right where we're at, and there's nothing else around me. And I get some great photos. Wintertime sunrises are the absolute best. So those will be coming really soon because the days are very short right now. All right, you guys, I love you all. I will see you guys in 2 weeks, or it will be 3 weeks. I will have FL Thunder and We Dig It. I guarantee you will be the next 2 weeks, and I'll split them up. But definitely look forward to seeing you guys right before Christmas time. That will be the St. Jude's giveaway night, so I can finally be done with all the stuff that I got over here in the bottom of my cabinet. You can't quite see it, but that's all my giveaway stuff. I definitely got I got one more thing I need to buy for that, and then we'll be ready to rock. But there will be something for everybody. There will be metal detecting, magnet fishing, and there will be a little bit of panning equipment that goes out that day, just so everybody knows. And I look forward to seeing you all for that. Everybody is entered into that's there that night. And if you donated, you have extra entries. So I will see you guys then. Thank you guys for being here. And I'm going to block you all out, and we'll do something to finish the day. Let's see some beer.